Welcome to this video. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and it's time to dive deep into the mind-bending ending of The Signal. We're going to explain all the twists, turns, and revelations that made this Netflix series such a wild ride from start to finish. But first, let me give you a fair warning. If you have not watched the show yet, you might want to hit that pause button and come back later because we're about to enter some serious spoiler arena. Okay, so let's talk about that crazy ending. Throughout the series, we're led to believe that the mysterious object hurtling towards Earth is some kind of alien spacecraft. I mean, it makes sense, right? Paula starts hearing this eerie hello message while she's up in space, and strange things keep happening all around her. It's got all the makings of a classic alien contact story. But then in a twist that nobody saw coming, it turns out that the object is not a UFO at all. It's actually the Voyager 1 space probe. You know, that little piece of human ingenuity that we launched in the cosmos way back in 1977 with the hope of reaching out any alien civilizations that might be out there. And here's where things get really trippy. That mysterious that Paula keeps hearing is not some alien transmission. It's a recording of a human child's voice that was included in the Voyager famous Golden Record. For those of you who do not know, the Golden Record is this amazing time capsule that was sent out with the Voyager's probe. It contains sounds and images from Earth, carefully chosen to present the diversity and beauty of our planet and its inhabitants. The idea was that if aliens ever found the probe, they'll be able to learn a little bit about us and our world. And one of the recordings on that record is a child voice saying hello in 55 different languages. Can you imagine how mind-blowing it would be to hear that message echoing back to us from the depths of space decades after it was sent out there? That's exactly what happens in The Signal, and it's a moment that's both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling, because if the Voyager's probe is what crashed back to Earth, then that means someone or something found it out there in the badness of the universe and sent it back to us. But why and what does it mean? The series never gave us a definite answer, and that's what makes the ending so haunting and thought-provoking. It's like a giant cosmic question mark inviting us to ponder the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. Think about it, if there's actually any aliens out there and they found the Voyager probe, and what would they make of that hello message? Would they see it as friendly greeting or a sign that we come in peace? Or will they view it as a challenge? And hey, how will we react if we know for certain that we were not alone in the universe? That's where the character of Venetia comes into place. These are big, meaty questions that The Signal grapples with, and it does so in a way that feels both intimate and epic at the same time. Throughout the eyes of Paula, Sven, and Charlie, we get a glimpse of how the possibility of alien contact might affect ordinary people on a deeply personal level. And throughout the series, we get to see how the government agencies and corporate interests, how this in power might try to control and manipulate the narrative for their own ends. This is shown in the series with Venetia, the enigmatic billionaire at the heart of the conspiracy in The Signal. She's a character that looms large over the series, even though we don't actually see that much of her directly, but her presence itself is felt in every twist and turn of the plot. And her motives and actions drive so much of the story forward. So who's Venetia and what does she want exactly? Well, on the surface, she's presented as a kind of philanthropist and visionary, a woman who has used her vast wealth and resources to fund cutting-edge scientific research and space exploration. It was her company, after all, that sponsored Paula and Hattie's mission to the ISS, and it's her money that's keeping the whole operation afloat. But as the series goes on, we start to realize that there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. She's not just a patron of science, she's a master manipulator, a puppet master who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes from the very beginning. We see this clearly in her interactions with Paula, whom she takes under her wing. At first, it seems like she genuinely believes in Paula's potential and wants to help her achieve great things. She encouraged Paula to push herself to the limit, to take risks and think big. And when Paula starts to uncover these strange signals coming from the space, she's right there, urging her to keep digging to find out what's really going on at any cost. But as we later discover, she's the classic example of the evil billionaire type, the figure who operates outside the law, who believes that their wealth and power give them the right to do whatever they want. But as we know, at the end, she's arrested after pretty much killing everyone on the plane. But throughout the series, we uncovered that Paula had the exact location to where the Voyager was gonna arrive, or the UFO. Of course, that doesn't excuse her actions, the way that she manipulates and betrays Paula, the way she's willing to let innocent people die in order to cover what really was going on. It does make her a more complex and nuanced antagonist, ones whose motives are at least understandable in a way, even if they're ultimately misguided. And that's what makes the final confrontation between her and Sven so satisfying, because in the end, in a way, it's a clash of thinking differently. He presents the idea of what really is going on is too dangerous for the masses. But Sven, on the other hand, presents the belief that what really the truth belongs to everyone. And we see that throughout the series, how Sven is looking for what really is going on and what really happened to his wife. And that's the journey of the series, that hey, even the lady that was at the airport and later at the house, she also heard the hello. Because throughout the series, we're led to believe that Paula was crazy, she was not hearing everything, but at the end of the series, she did. Now in the final scene, when they're in the location of where it was supposed to arrive, Sven and Charlie stand out at the crash site of the Voyager and listen to that child voice saying hello one last time. It's a reminder that we are part of something bigger, and that having that coming back to us presents what's really important, which is our family and friends. Because in the end, that's what the best stories do. They hold up a mirror to ourselves and our world and show us things that we might not have seen otherwise. They make us laugh and cry and think and feel. Isn't that Voyager coming back to us about our society and our world? It's just really beautiful. Now, in the enigmatic final scene of The Signal, it's a moment that sure leave viewers scratching their heads and debating its meaning for a long time to come. Just when we think that the story has reached its ending, with Ben and Charlie finding closure at the site, we're hit with one last surprise. A ghostly vision of Paula standing there, watching over her family and saying, "I love you." So what are we to make of this haunting final image? Is it a literal ghost, a supernatural visitation from the beyond the grave, or is it something else? A symbol of Paula enduring presence in the lives of those she left behind? Well, like so much of The Signal, the answer is open to interpretation, but I think there's a strange case to be made that Paula's ghost is not meant to be taken literally, but rather as a presentation of the idea that the people we love never truly leave us, even after they're gone. Throughout the series, we have seen how deeply Paula's disappearance affects Sven and Charlie, how her absence leaves a void in their lives that they struggle to fill. He becomes consumed with the need to uncover the truth about what happened to her, to the point he's willing to risk everything to find answers, as well as Charlie. And obviously, Charlie believes in a world where her mother is still alive, still communicating with her through the airwaves, which she did. In a way, Paula haunts them both, not as a little ghost, but as a memory of love, a presence they cannot leave or shake. And that's what makes this final scene so beautiful and important, because even though Paula is gone, even though Ben and Charlie have finally come to terms with her loss, she's still with them in some way, watching over them, guiding them, reminding them of the love that they shared. It's a beautiful and bittersweet moment and an ending to the series, one that connects the themes of the series: the power of human connection, the nature of love, and the way that the people we care about shape our life in ways that we can never truly understand. That's the power of The Signal. Keep reaching for the stars and keep holding on to the ones that we love, no matter what the universe may throw our way. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.